Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with the 13th update of 2024 for our ETF portfolio. So it's the wrap up of November of 2024, so only one more month to go, December of 2024. So for this month I'm going to talk about the dividends that we received. Then I'm going to tell you what I bought today, because today it's the 25th here in Switzerland. We get paid our wages on the 25th. So what I do usually on the 25th is I immediately transfer 900 Swiss francs to our Swiss quote account, and then I buy the ETF that I announced in the previous update video. And as you know, that was VHYL, so I bought VHYL today. Then what I'm going to buy at the end of next month, so in December, it's going to be SGPX. They are giving their dividend in January, so it's again the purpose to increase our numbers of shares of SGPX before it goes ex dividend date. And probably I'm also going to pull the trigger and buy EMHD with our dollars that we are accumulating on our Swiss quote account, but more on that later. Then I'm going to talk about the value of our ETF portfolio, the predicted future yearly dividends I'm going to go over, and the dividends that we ought to receive in December. And then to wrap it all up, I'm going to give the overview of this video at the end of this video. So first off, the dividend of XYLF. I always start with the dividend of XYLF. It's the monthly paying dividend that we have from Global X, the S&P covered call UCITS ETF. We have 94 pieces and it paid out almost $14 per share. So in total that gave us $13.14. And here at the bottom you can see the exchange rate at which I used to recalculate it into Swiss francs. You will see that when I calculate the value, of course. And then we also received the dividend from GLDV. As you know, the previous month, at the end of previous month, I bought extra shares of GLDV. So then we had 168 in total. It gave a little bit less than $30 per share, and in total that gave us 48.47 US dollar. Here the exchange rate was a little bit higher, so that's good for the calculations, of course, but yeah, you know, we are accumulating the US dollar in order to buy the emerging market ETF that we have our eye on. So we bought VHYL today at a price of 62, and I know it's lower right now, but in the beginning, or at the end of Friday, it was 62.26, I think. And I thought, okay, probably on Monday it's going to drop a bit because Thanksgiving is coming, and on the Monday of the week of Thanksgiving, the stock market is always going down a little bit. And then on Tuesday it's more or less stable, and on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, most of the time it goes up. So that's why I thought, okay, it's probably going to go down. I already put an order in advance because I needed to go to work today. It's a working day here, Monday. So I put an order in with the limit at 62. Unfortunately, on the U portfolio, I can't work with a limit, so there I just had to say, okay, buy that share. I'm not going to give it away just yet. You have to wait until that video is ready, but I have a lot of work on that video, so you have to excuse me that it's going to be a little bit later than normal, but I want to give all the third quarter results of the shares that I'm following for the U portfolio, and that takes a lot of time. But yeah, it's 62 Swiss francs here, and I bought 14 pieces. And yeah, the costs they sunk as well on the Swiss quote account, so that's really great for us, certainly for VHYL. So now only 8 Swiss francs and 30 cents that we have to pay in costs. So that's really nice from Swissquote, but that's already going on for a month or 3, 4 that their fees have dropped. Unfortunately, not for CHDVD, the ETF that we are buying for our kids. So that's a bit unfortunate. I hope they change that in the future, but VHYL, the costs went down considerably. So thank you, Swissquote, for that. So in total, we paid 876.30 Swiss francs to buy the 14 pieces of VHYL. And now our ETF portfolio looks like this. So with the 14 extra pieces of VHYL, now we have 85. And as you can see, LDEG is the only one that dropped in price. So 11.262 and Swiss francs right now. And yeah, it's the European market is really underperforming. As you see here, FLXD, it is up a little bit, but because the euro dropped a little bit from 0.936 to 0.932, the overall value of FLXD went down. So I have two ETFs that are down for the month. So it's LDG and FLXD. And luckily for me, the SGPX, the GLDV, the VHYL, and the XYLF are up considerably. Certainly XYLF, in fact, that one really outperformed for this month. So I'm really happy about that. Probably to do with the Trump effect. So there is still a positive thing about Trump being elected, and that is that XYLF went up quite a lot. But in total, compared to the previous update where it was 55,056.59 Swiss francs on the 25th of October, and buying VHYL, so with 868.30 Swiss francs invested and 8.30 Swiss francs in cost for a total of 876.30 Swiss francs. Now we have 56,885.97 Swiss francs as our portfolio value. Of course, I have to deduct the 868.30 Swiss francs in order to see how it evolved compared to the last update. So then there is still a profit of 961.38 Swiss francs, or a plus of 1.75%, which is great. It's actually the same percentage that it is up as the previous month, but before I add, of course, the dividends that we also received. So when we look at the dividends that we received, with the one from XYLF being 11.47 Swiss francs recalculated from the dollar amount that we received, and for GLDV 42.79 Swiss francs from the dollar amount that we received, so recalculated that into Swiss francs. We in fact have a plus of 1015.65 Swiss francs. And this means that we even outperformed last month with a plus 1.84% increase in portfolio value. The total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is right now $374.66. So the prediction is that with the dividend from VHYL and XYLF that we are going to receive in December, that it's going to be more than $410, and then probably we can buy 17 pieces of EMHD with the cost included. We will normally fall below $410. So I hope that we can do that. And yeah, I think it's also important to start investing the money, because it's actually getting quite up there, almost half of the money that we usually invest every month. This month it was only 868.30 Swiss francs, but I couldn't buy one piece of VHYL extra because otherwise I would have went above 900 Swiss francs, and that wasn't possible. I didn't have the money available on our Swissquote account. And the total euro amount on our Swissquote account remained the same, 9.50 euros. But next month that will change because we will receive a few dividends in euro. But here you can see the predicted future dividends, and as you can see there is only one number in green because the future dividend that was announced by VHYL for December is actually much higher than the previous year in December. So then it was around 9 cents, and now it's going to be around 14 cents again, just like the month that we already had from VHYL. So that's why the trailing 12 months of dividends that we received from VHYL is here in the green. All the rest is unchanged because you will see in a minute. It's quite surprising, but I don't have new numbers to announce for those ones. The conversions rate, okay, there. The euro, it went down a little bit, so 0.4 cents it went down. The dollar became actually stronger compared to the Swiss franc, so that one went up quite considerably, and that helped for improving or increasing our yearly dividends that we receive from our portfolio to let it go up to 2,565.50 Swiss francs. And monthly, this is now a little bit under 214 Swiss francs. So yeah, reaching the 2,550 Swiss franc mark, that's really good for my wife and I, so we are really happy about that. The dividends for December, so as I already said, VHYL there, it's going to be 13 cents 0.26, and last year it was only 9 cents. So I said it was going to be around 14 cents, but it's a little bit higher than 13 cents, but still much better than previous year. So that's a really positive thing about VHYL. They are really getting up there. And VHYL, we are going to expect a dividend from the Vanguard ETF, but we don't know how much it's going to be. Last year it was around 40 cents that we received per share. So normally we should receive around 34, 35 dollars, but I think it's going to be a little bit less. So I hope still around $30. LDG in euros, not announced yet, and FLXD, just like the other two, not announced yet by Franklin. So I went to the sites, and it's only the dividend from September that is still there. The future dividend for December, we have to wait a bit. And then the final slide for this video. So we invested 868 Swiss francs this month. We also deposited 200 Swiss francs into my U portfolio, and you have to wait for my next video about that. And I can give away that I bought only one share, but one company, but 3 shares. And the future yearly dividends now is 2,565.50 Swiss francs per year and 213.79 Swiss francs per month. In November, our portfolio went up 1,015.65 Swiss francs, or it went up 1.84%. So that's really great. It's 0.10% higher than in October. So I thought that was hard to beat, but November proved me wrong, and I can't complain about that for sure. Our total portfolio worth right now is 56,885.97 Swiss francs, which means that our dividend yield right now on our portfolio is 4.50%. I'm still working on giving the dividend yield on cost, but it's yeah, with SGPX I have to go over all our purchase documents to see the conversion rate, to recalculate everything into Swiss francs. So it's taking me a little bit longer, but I hope for the end update of the year that I can give also the dividend yield on costs. But with that being said, I thank you for watching to this one. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and hitting that like button helps out the channel enormously as well, because the YouTube algorithm then also distributes this video to people that like this kind of content, and maybe then they subscribe as well, and like this the community gets bigger and bigger, and yeah, that's great for me to see, of course. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.